All right. Let's just what I usually do. I'm gonna wait, see if any viewers are coming, see if anyone's gonna pop in the chat, then we'll be good. Let's see who we have. Okay, we have one view, one like. Hello, Mr. Mindbucks, and hello, Spider Fan 203. All right, we got two. That's a bonus right there. Okay, so welcome. So if you saw the title, yes, I'll be ranking the Thomas voices. But before I do that, I'm gonna be Here's a little something I want to show you that I've been upgrading. So if you look right here, I've upgraded the my Thomas layout. I got my tree up. So you see right here, I did some upgrades. I got the tunnel right there, the cooling plan, the buffers. I took out Brendan docks because I need room to put the tree in. So yeah, so that's what I did. Um, so so just remind you, my layout's a little bit um is upgraded. I got my tree up. It's all good. So just a reminder, okay? So let's get started with the ranking. So let's get started with Thomas's voices. So let's go from best to worst. Okay. Oh, Train Fan 206. Welcome. All right, so let's get started. So like I said, Thomas is first. So best to worst. Let's get started. So my number one favorite Thomas voice is Eddie Glenn's voice from the Magic Railroad. Eddie Glenn did a great job with Thomas. He like it when I first heard his voice, that suits Thomas. That's Thomas's voice. That's his character. That's him being cheeky, a young tank engine who wants to be really useful. That's who Thomas is. So yeah, that is I love Eddie Glenn. He did a wonderful job. So I give Eddie Glenn a 10 out of 10. So yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about John Bellis later. Um Now, my second favorite Thomas. Now, number two for Thomas's voice is the U.S. current voice. Now, I don't know who voices Thomas in that one. Like he voices Thomas currently in the CGI series. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, he's my second favorite voice because when we first saw Thomas in The Adventure Begins and hearing his voice, I was like, oh wow, they changed his voice. And seeing how Thomas is when he's being cheeky or trying to be really useful, sometimes impatient, I'm like, that's Thomas. Like that's actually who Thomas is. That's kind of like how Eddie Glenn does it. He does a good job with it, and that guy and the other guy did a great job with it. So yeah, I give the U.S. current voice of Thomas a 9 out of 10. So yeah, so that's number two. Um, now we're getting to now number three is the first U.S. voice CGI voice of Thomas, and his name is Martin. Is it Martin T. Sherman? If that's his name. If I'm saying, hopefully I'm saying his name right. But yeah, he's my third favorite because like same thing with the current voice. Did a good job with of bringing the the cheekiness, the being really useful and all that. Martin Sherman, yes. Thomas Curran voice is voiced by yes. Okay, Joseph May. Okay, so yeah, Joseph May is number two, and Martin Sherman is number three. Yeah, Martin Sherman did a good job. Uh, yeah, I mean he did good. I'm not saying like he did better. I mean, still, I mean I don't know. I mean there's nothing bad. I just think he was good. So I like he did a good job with the cheekiness of Thomas, of him being really useful, hardworking, all that. So yeah, he did a good job. So I give him a an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. Now getting to the now Number 4 is what's his name? The current UK voice of Thomas. If you guys know what his name is, put in the chat. Um, uh, the current UK voice of Thomas. So, yeah, I think he was good. I mean, he's actually the best UK voice of Thomas. I mean, it's not as good. I mean, I'm not used to it since I don't watch the UK. John Hassler. Okay. I mean, it's the only reason he's below because I don't watch the UK Thomas. I mean, I barely watch it because I live in the US. Did you send your reminder to part one? Yes, I did. I did. Um, but anyway, yeah, John Hassler, he was good. He's actually the best UK voice of Thomas. I don't know. I mean, he was fine. Not good as Martin T or Joseph or Eddie, but yeah, he was good. Now we're getting to the bad ones, the bad ones. So number 5 is John Bellis. Um, Now because John Bellis, now he was the original voice of Thomas in the Match Road. So when I heard his voice in the teaser, in the trailers, in the the in the original cut, all that, I was like, you know what? It sounds okay. It kind of connects to Thomas. It kind of does. It's good, but it does sound old sounding because Thomas is young. I'm not as young as Percy, but he's like kind of like a how's it like a 9-year-old young something? I don't know. But I mean John Buzz, like he was like decent. That's what I would say. But I did feel bad for him when they took him out. Um but I would give John Bellis yeah, okay. So yeah, I give John Bellis a 7 out of 10. So now, some of you might disagree. Some of you would agree. Then the worst, number 6, the worst Thomas voice is the first UK voice. Now, like I said, because I'm not used to UK stuff. I'm not used to it. I don't know. I'm just not used to it. So yeah, the first UK voice was terrible. I'm sorry. I mean, when I hear it, it kind of connects to Thomas's character, but I don't know. I just couldn't get the feeling to Thomas. Mostly because I'm not used to it. So yeah, that's why he's the worst. Don't know what his name is, but that's it. That's the Thomas voices. Hey, Ringo Starr's name. No, not Ringo Starr. His name is no, not Ringo Starr. I love Ringo Starr. No, I'm not talking about the narration. I'm talking about the voices. The first UK voice in 2009. Yeah, Ben Small. That's his name. So yeah, I'm sorry, Ben Small. I think you were trying, but I'm just sorry. I'm just not used to it. So yeah, those are the Thomas voices. And now we're getting to the now we're gonna start with Edward. Now Edward only has 2 voices. You know, guys, hold on. Before I start, should I do the Thomas narration voices? Should I do Thomas's narration voices of how they when the narrators do Thomas's voice, or do you think I should just do like the official voice actors? No. All right, that's one no for Spider Fan. Anyone else, Mr. Mindblocks, Train Fan? Do you think I should do the narration voices of Thomas, like George Collins or Ringo Starr's or Michael Brandon's, Michelangelo's? Should I do that, or I should just do the official voices? All right, so that's two for. That's too good. Okay, let's just do the official voices. So yeah, Edward. Okay, so you're all good with it. So now we're gonna start with Edward. Now Edward only has 2 voices, so this is gonna be quick. So yeah, number 1 has to be the U.S. voice. I'm sorry, I love Edward's voice, and that's actually how I do my voice as Edward. I do the U.S. voice. So like here's Edward. Like, well, hold on a sec. Hello, I'm Edward. I'm the #2 Blue Engine. That's right. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like when I that's what I do when I voice Edward. I'm trying to do the U.S. voice. Um, so yeah, that's what I do, and yeah, the U.S. voice Edward did a great job, and it really it suits Edward's character with him being a kind. He's an old engine, and that's what's great for an old engine. That voice, his personality. eh, really- it's okay if you disagree with me. That's fine because I mean that's your opinion. That's your opinion. All right. If you guys disagree with me, if you guys agree with me, I mean that this is my opinion. This is my list. Like this is why I'm thinking. So I understand. If you like the UK voice, that's fine. If you like the US voice, that's fine too. Ringo Starr. Mm, yeah. So yeah, I like the US voice. It's just that because I like that was my childhood when I was like in kindergarten. eh, Because the CGI started in 2009, so I was like in elementary school, so I got more used to it. Now the UK voice. Now I wouldn't say the UK voice is terrible. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's worse. But I'm not saying that it's the best. It's good because I mean the voice does connect to Edward's character. It does. I'm just usually because I'm not used to it because I don't watch the UK that much. But I think the UK one was good. I'm just not used to it. So yeah, US is #1. The UK one's #2. So yeah, Edward's. So yeah, that's the voice of Edward. That's it. Hold on, I'm looking at. I'm gonna look in the chat. Let's see. Hold on. Excuse me for a second. All right. All right. Sorry about that. So hold on. I'm looking at the chat. Let's see. Oh, so you guys are talking about the narrations, the narrators. You know what? After I do the voices, I can do the narrators since the narrators kind of voice the characters. I don't know, but let's just continue with the actual engine characters. So, next we have Henry. Now Henry has been in Magic Railroad, which is good. So let's get started. Um, Now my #1 favorite voice of not Edward Henry. My bad. My #1 favorite voice of Henry is the U.S. one because when Henry's character was changed in the CGI series with him being a wimpy warrior engine, I was like, you know what, that's pretty good because Henry has kind of been a warrior in the model series. So yeah, I do think that um with Henry with Henry's voice. One of my thoughts of seeing Edward in your Magic Railroad remake trailer. I'm happy. Good job. Like Edward needs to be in the Edward needs to put some screen time in the movie because he's the first Railway Series character. He's the first one. Um. So yeah, of course so yeah, I really am happy that you put Edward in your Magic Railroad remake. So great job. So anyway, back to Henry. So you're making this okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine because that's your. All right, I mean, Spy Fan, like it's fine. I mean, I actually do agree with you because like, watch this. So yeah, Henry's U.S. voice is #1 because I actually like it. It actually suits with Henry being a warrior, a wimpy character. I mean, that's actually good for Henry's personality because in the model series, Henry had a little bit with Henry's personality was mixed a little bit. It was mixed. It was kind of mixed with James's personality and Gordon's personality, kind of like that. That's who he was. But now he's become more. But then in this one, but in the CGI, he became more of a kind, a wimpy warrior character, which I actually like. I actually like. That's actually like one of the good changes that Mattel has done to the show. So yeah. Now #2. Sorry, I was like, I give Henry a so I give that voice of Henry it's not the best. No, it's not. No, I'm not. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving him a 9.5, but it's because I don't know. I just think it's not. I mean, it's a really great voice. I just wish it would be. I mean, a little bit deeper, a little bit, not fully, but a little bit. I don't know. That's what I think. So for number two is now oh now this is hard because I love the UK voice and the Magic Railroad voice. So this is hard. I don't know what to put in. You know what? I'm gonna put the UK and the Magic Railroad voice. I'm gonna I'm gonna tie that because so yeah, those voices are tied because they're really good and they suit Henry's character. Let's get started with the Magic Railroad voice. Yeah, Kevin Frank, yeah, Kevin Frank did a great job voicing Henry. Wish Henry would have more screen time so I can get more to his character in the movie. But yeah, Kevin Frank, great job. Keith Wickham, good job with Henry. The deep voice is actually pretty good, even with him being a warrior and all that. Like, great job. So yeah, the Kevin Frank and Keith Wickham are tied for the voices. So so yeah, those are the Henry voices. I saw. Okay, sorry. I give these two an 8 out of 10. That's why. Okay, now we're getting to Gordon, the number 4 blue engine. So Gordon, number one, my number one favorite Gordon voice has to be the U.S. voice. I love it. The deep, the deep voice of Gordon. Carrie Shell did a great job with it. His his voice is I don't know. It really suits the character with his deep voice of how he is so proud of being a proud engine, sometimes being a show off, and can be rude to little engines like Thomas or Percy. But like I loved it. I really love it. So did I see? I don't think I have, but I'll watch it. But anyway, yeah. Carrie Shell, great job. I love it. I really love it, and that's what I do when I voice Gordon in my Thomas series. I just kind of do the Carrie Shell voice. So now another tricky one because both the Keith Wickham and Neil Crone did a great job voicing Gordon, but I think I gotta put the UK in number two because because just like with Carrie Show, great deep voice that suits with him being a proud engine and all that. It's good. I'm not that crazy about it as I am with the Carrie Show voice, but yeah, Keith Wickham did a good job. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, like I said, you may agree, you might disagree, but that's fine because that's your opinion. If you guys think that the UK one's better, or if the Metro is better, or the US one's better. That's fine. That's your opinions. Tell me your opinions. Tell me which one of voice is better. Uh, I'm interested to see your list. Um, Now number three, it's not the worst Gordon voice. It's not the worst. It's not bad. It's a good voice. But the only reason I'm putting Neil Crone in number three, not because he's worst or he's terrible. He's good. He did a good job voicing Gordon. But I'm just more used to Neil Crone being Diesel 10 or um now did Neil Crone voice did he voice Splatter or did he voice Dodge? I can't remember which one he voiced. Did Neil Crone voice Splatter or Dodge? Um but whatever. Like I'm more used to Neil Crone being Diesel 10, Splatter or Dodge. But Splatter, okay, I'm just gonna say Splatter. I'm more used to Neil Crone being Diesel 10 Splatter because like those two have been like the greatest voices in the Magic Railroad. But Gordon was good. It wasn't terrible. It suits his character, and I don't know. I liked it. I'm just saying that. Right. I'm just saying because with Neil Crone, I've always imagined him just being Diesel 10 or Splatter because I can't. I first did not know that Neil Crone voiced Gordon. I didn't know that. Maybe because I never watched I never look at the credits that much. But yeah, when I first heard that when I saw that Neil Crone was the voice of Gordon, I was like, oh wow, okay, all right. So yeah, it's hard, but yeah, but I'm more used to Keith Wickenham and Foley with Carrie Shell's voice. But I give Neil Crone a 8.5 out of 10. That's what I give him, just because I'm more used with him being Diesel 10 and Splatter. He wasn't bad. So yeah, those are so that was Gordon. With so what do you ask Mr. Mindblocks? Wonder what voice was. I think I think with Ed Wood they should bring a little bit with Toby's voice a little bit, and then add like some maybe some I like a little bit with Toby's voice and mix it with I don't know any celebrity voice. I don't know. I can't think. I don't know which one. Now, um, now we're getting to James. Now some of you might know what I think about James's voice because I said it in my other stream. So my number one favorite voice of James is Rob. Is the current US and UK voice of James. He he's my number one favorite. Just because it it I don't know. He did a wonderful job in the UK and the US. Like what that like yeah, I mean that with how to say like where should I start? With the scenes with James being a show off, like being boastful about his paintwork, always being careful with his paintwork. I don't know. Like there was every scene with James I've always loved. So yeah, Rob is number one. I literally loved it. Now now this one's a tricky one. I'm gonna put the first UK voice of James only because it George Collins James. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, so yeah, just so you know, when I voice James in my series, I kind of mix it with George Collins James and Rob's voice. So that's like hello, my name is James. Mind my paintwork. Um, but anyway, so number two. Now here's a tricky one because I love the first UK and the US voice, but I would give the UK one, the first UK voice, second because kind of that's actually kind of a little bit with Rob's voice because I don't know, it's a good voice, not as good as Rob's, but that actually kind of suits a little bit with of when Rob does James. Um, so yeah, I don't know who voices James in the in the UK. The first voice, not um yeah, the first voice of James. So now number three is the US, the first US voice of James. Just because I'm not that crazy with James having a deep voice. His personality was really good. Yes, his personality was good, but I'm not crazy with his voice. The voice was I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Just not crazy. I'm just not a big fan of that. So, but uh, the U.S. voice of James was decent. Not crazy with the deep voice, but blah. Um, now pretty sure a lot of you know who's the number one worst voice. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know because I'm pretty sure most of you did not like it. It is. Oh wait, you know what? I completely forgot. Michelangelos, the original voice of James in the Magic Road. I completely forgot about him. How could I forget about Michelangelos? How could I forget about Michelangelos? I can't believe it. I can't believe I forgot about him. Yes, the the voice of James that should have been in the Magic Railroad. I don't know what those test audience were thinking, but yeah, Michelangelos did a good job. I liked him. I like Michelangelos in the when he voiced James when he voices James in the show and the movie. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what those test audience are thinking of of, of saying that it's too old sounding. It's perfect. It suits James's character in the Magic Railroad. So I don't know what test audiences. What are you thinking? Come on. James cannot have a young voice. Well, James is kind of young. He's more of a teenage voice. He's more of a teenager. But yeah, Michelangelo did a great job. So, so yeah, I forgot about. So yeah, sorry, I don't know why I forgot about Michelangelo's. So yeah, so yeah, I see in the chat all of y'all are guessing. So yeah, you're correct. It's Susan Roman's voice of James. Susan, listen, Mr. Marbox, I'm not gonna hate you because that's your opinion. If you like the Metro voice of James, that is fine. That's fine. That's your opinion. Okay? I always respect people's opinions of what they think. Okay? That's fine. So yeah, the female Susan Romain voice of James. That's number one worst voice. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna go fully blow. I'm not gonna fully hate it because she did a good job with James's personality. With it, that was good, but the voice is terrible. I can already tell, even when I was a baby, even when I was a little kid or a baby or a toddler, I can already tell it is a female. We're not stupid. Now I don't know what, like I said, test audiences. What are you thinking? You thought that was okay? James is not that young. You think that he needs to be like young like Percy or Thomas? No, he's not. James is a teenager. He's like he kind of has a teenage attitude. But yeah, I do not understand what they were thinking. Um, but yeah, I mean, Susan, you did a good job with James's personality, but the voice terrible. So yeah, that is my James list. Now we're getting to Percy. Now my number one favorite voice of Percy is the first CGI voice, the first one from the first CGI series, who was voiced by Martin Sherman. So yeah, Martin Sherman, he's good as Thomas, but Percy was amazing. I loved I loved it. It's young, it suits his character. I don't know, I loved every single part of it. I think my favorite part with Percy, with him being voiced by Martin Sherman, I think it has to be in Tale of the Brave. Because even though Percy's young and he can be easily scared sometimes, when Martin does Percy's voice with his personality, with him being scared or brave, like that does a it really like does like does it, I don't know, it just really suits the character. So yeah, Martin Sherman did a wonderful job as Percy. So okay, so a lot of you are talking about James and Percy's voice in the Magic Railroad. um um So Martin Sherman, number one favorite voice. Now my second favorite voice is Linda's voice. Linda's voice of James from the not James, not James Percy from the Magic Railroad. Yeah, Linda. Now, Linda did it. Now with Percy's voice, I'm okay with it because Percy is young, not as young as James. I'm not gonna. I'm not talking about James. Percy, I actually liked it because Percy's. Because first off, she did a good job with Percy's personality and character. The voice was good. I mean, I did tell it was a female, but I didn't care because it was good. It was pretty good. So yeah, Martin Sherman, not Martin Sherman, Linda, you did a great job with James. Why am I saying James? Why am I keep saying that? I mean Percy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep saying James because I don't know. I was just been talking about James a lot when I was doing the James list. So yeah, Percy. Yeah, Linda, great job voicing Percy. Yeah, just great job. So yeah, you're my second favorite. So now my number three favorite voice is the current U.S. voice of Percy. Now only because it's not as good as Martin Sherman's voice. It's good, but not as good as Martin's. It does a good job suiting Percy's character and all that, but it's like I said, not as good as Martin Martin Sherman's. Now excuse me. Now for the UK, here's what it is. Now with what's his name? Okay, with Percy's. Now with the UK voices, I'm not gonna. I'll add them to the list, but I barely don't know much about their voices because I barely even watch episodes with UK episodes with Percy in them. With Percy, I don't know much, so I can't remember with Percy's UK voices. So I mean, I kind of remember, but not as much as but not as much as the US voices. So I would give the UK. So yeah, I'm gonna add the UK voices next. Maybe because I do remember one time before. I do remember one of the voices when what's his name? I don't know who voiced Percy in the UK. Um, I I don't even know if they had a different voice of Percy in the current CGI series. I really don't know. I don't like I said I don't watch the UK stuff that much. So, but I do remember a little bit. So yeah, Percy's voices are good. I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember. I apologize. I mean, I apologize for that, but like I said, I don't watch the UK episodes that much. Now, I'm not saying now with Michelangelo's the original voice of Percy in the Magic Railroad. I'm not saying that I hate it. I think it was decent. It was a decent voice. It's not terrible. It's not the worst. I'm just not. I don't know. Since I like the female voice of Percy, I'm not used to Michelangelo's voicing Percy in the Magic World. With James, yes, but not with Percy. I'm sorry, but but yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's why I'm adding Michelangelo's last, only because I'm not used to him voicing Percy in the Magic Railroad. I'm more used with uh Linda. Now Toby. Now we're almost done. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Toby, Emily, and then Diesel 10. Yeah, so yeah, since Diesel 10's my favorite comics villain, I want to add him to the list. So, how should I start? Oh yeah, Toby's voice. My bad. My number one favorite Toby voice has to be the Magic Railroad one. It is so freaking good. It's good. I loved it. It sounds perfect to his character. It's perfect. With like, I'm sorry, you two. These are heard every word you said. I'm going after him to see what he does next. You better go on and get the middle delivered. Hearing that, or what's important is to stand up on our own wheels, a Diesel. Hearing that, like, I mean, every time I hear his voice, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's perfect. That's Toby's voice. That's him. So yeah, I give now who's the voice of Toby in the Magic Railroad? Tell me in the chat below. Below? No, tell me in the chat if you guys know who voices Toby. I don't know. But yeah, Toby is the Magic Railroad one is number one. Calm. Like I can't say his last name. But yeah, Calm. Great job. Great job as Toby. Now, number two has to be the US one. Only because just like with Edward, it kind of suits Toby's character. I liked it. You may now, like I said, some of you might disagree with me. Some of you might not disagree. But yeah, I mean that's my opinion. I love the U.S. voice of Toby. It's like it just suits his character. Not as good as the Magic Railroad voice, but it was good. Good. And I gotta go if I don't know if the stream ends by the time I get back. Mm. No worries, Mr. Mind Blocks. It's okay. If you don't, if I if the stream is over, if the stream is over before you come back, that's good. But if you don't come back when the stream ends, but it's all right. So if I don't see you, if I don't see you come back, have a good day, Mr. Mind Blocks. So yeah. So the U.S. voice of Toby was good. Not as good as the Metro one, but it was fine. Now, like I said, with the UK voice, actually, there are two different UK voices of Toby. We have Rob, and then we have I don't know who voices Toby um in the first CGI series in the UK. Um, Ben Small. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ben Small and Rob, they were good. But like I said, I'm not used to them since I don't watch the UK episodes that much. So that's why they're low. They're not terrible. I'm just not used to them. So then we have Toby. Next we have Emily. Okay, so there are only two voices of Emily. So let's get started. My number one favorite voice happens to be the U.S. voice of Emily. That's it because it's really here's what to say. Emily's character, like just like with Henry, Emily's character has changed because in the model series, UK voice. Okay, all right, Spider fan. That's okay. Um, because hold on, but Emily's character has changed because in the model series, she's been a rude, bossy, kind. She was kind, but mostly she's been a rude and bossy engine in the model series. But now in the CGI, she's sorry about that. Yeah, Emily. Emily is now became more of more of a kind, helpful engine now. She's less. She's. I don't think I ever seen her be bossy in the CGI series. She did some new things. I don't know, but overall, I loved her character. I love her character now. So yeah, the U.S. voice of James. Uh, why did I say U.S. or why did I say James? I mean Emily. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if I said James. I mean Emily. I say James way too much. The U.S. voice of Emily is number one. I love it. I'm used to it. It's really good. Suits Emily's character. Um, I love it. 10 out of 10. Now the UK voice of Emily was good. It was good. I actually saw a lot of UK episodes with Emily, and it was good. It was really good. I'm not a big fan of it as the US, but the UK voice was good. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Not terrible, but it was good. Now, the final list is Diesel 10. Since I was gonna add Diesel, but since Diesel 10 is my number one favorite Thomas villain, I was like, you know what? Let's add him. So yeah, Diesel 10, and also because Diesel 10 has had lots of voice actors. Well, not as much, like three voice actors. But pretty sure a lot of you know who's my number one favorite voice of Diesel 10. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would agree with me. My number one favorite voice of Diesel 10 is Neil Crone. Puffball! Yes, Neil Crone, the Magic Railroad voice of Diesel 10. Actually, the official, like the classic voice, the regular. Oh my gosh, I could not stop loving Diesel 10 in the movie. I actually I was a little scared of him in the movie, but I loved him. Neil Crone did a great job with it. Now I did know that Neil Crone was gonna do a Russian accent. Yeah, he was good. Neil Crone was gonna originally do a Russian accent with Diesel 10, and I did hear it um in the uh in the original cut. And nah, sorry, not crazy with the Russian accent. But then when he changed to a New Jersey accent, that's when Diesel 10's character became really, really famous. If it weren't with Neil, if it wasn't for Neil Crone, Diesel 10 wouldn't have been that famous. Well, I wouldn't know. Well, like, like, I don't know. Yeah, Neil Crone, wonderful job. I give him a 10 out of 10. That's it. So now, number two is the CGI voice of Diesel 10. Only because I like it as number two because it's evil. It suits his character. No worries, train fan. With no worries. I'm talking about Diesel 10's voice. So if you don't know, Diesel 10 is my Neil Crone is my number one favorite voice of Diesel 10. Love it. He's the reason why Diesel 10 is famous. Now, now back to set number two. The only reason I'm putting the CGI voice of Diesel 10 and Diesel 10 in number two, only because it's evil. That's the good reason. That's the yeah, yeah. Yeah, Neil Crone did an amazing job. Yeah, he did. The only reason because I don't know who voiced Diesel 10 in the CGI series, but he did a good job with him. It was evil. That's the best part. It was evil, and it wasn't as good. It's not as good as Neil Crone's, but it was still an evil voice. Um, a, a little bit menacing. I mean, I think it was a decent voice. Um, I mean, yeah, it was okay. Um, I don't know what they're gonna do with Diesel 10 in the future. I really wish, hopefully, he'll return in in another Thomas movie, or or in an episode. I don't know. But yeah, the CGI voice is number two. I'll give it a. Excuse me, I got a phone call. I'm doing a live stream. A live stream. Don't worry. Okay. You too. Bye-bye. Sorry guys, my dad was calling me. So where was I? Oh frick, I forgot. So guys, where was I again? What was I talking? What was I talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah. Diesel 10 CGI voice. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good voice, decent voice. It's evil, but not as good as Neil Crown. So I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Now, though it's not. Now here's the hard part. It's a good voice. It's evil, really evil and menacing. But because I do agree with the test audiences, it is scary, and it's Keith Scott. It's not the worst voice, but it is scary. Um, I actually was scared of it when I was little, when I heard it in the teaser trailer, when I saw Diesel 10 coming slowly to Thomas and saying things are gonna change around here. I was like, oh, I was really scared. Um, but yeah, I actually am happy that they took him out. But Keith Scott, he did good. It actually really did suit Diesel 10's character with his deep, growling, evil voice. It was good, but it's not nothing can be better than Neil Crown. Nothing can be better. Not even my voice. Not even the other voices. Not even mine. So even when I'm trying to mimic his voice or do his voice, whatever. But yeah. So now I didn't do all the Thomas characters because I can't. Um, I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I just want to do the main characters and then do the villain. That's all I want to do. Oh, Satopham Had. I'm so stupid. I forgot about Satopham Had. Satopham Had's the main character. Is like one of the main characters of the show. I forgot about Satopham Had. This guy. Satopham Had. Um, and don't worry, Satopham Had will. And just so you know, Satopham Had will appear in my Christmas story that's coming out next week. Anyway, yeah, Satopham Had's voice. So my number one favorite has to be the Carrie Shell's voice, only because that's it was good. I was actually impressed because that's with whenever Satama is cross or proud or serious, that's really good because that suits Satama's character. With his personality, that's really good. With Yeah, I don't know, it was just a really good voice. Now the UK slash the US voice, the current voice, it's good. But I think Tom Hatt's character now in the CGI series, I think Tom Hatt is not as serious that much as he usually was in the first CGI series and then the classic and then the books. I still like it. I like the current voice. I'm just saying that now Tom Hatt has been a little less serious, not as strict as he was. But still good. But I mean, and Tom Hatt being kind of funny a lot. But I mean, it was good. I don't know. So yeah, so Tom Hatt. So I give Carrie Show number one, number two from the UK slash the US voice. So yeah, those are my this is my list of my ranking of the Carrie's voice was good, but I prefer Keith's voice. That's okay. That's okay. That's your opinion. I'm fine with it. So you know what? Since I gave my opinions, tell me, Spy fan, Train fan, give me a list. So some of you put Thomas's list, but this is off topic. But do you have a favorite superhero? Yes, I do. My favorite superhero has to be Spider Man because Spider Man happens to be like one of the first Marvel characters I've been more focused on before I got more hyped with the Avengers, X Men, Fantastic Four. Yeah, so Spider Man is my favorite superhero. But anyway, Train fan, Spider fan, tell me like tell me in the chat. Give me your opinions of the Thomas voices. What do you think of Thomas's voice? What do you think of Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Emily, Diesel 10, Tom Hat? Like, give me a list so that I, so I'm interested in seeing your opinions. You may have showed some. Well, maybe I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but tell me your opinions. I'm interested. Do narrators count? You could do narrators. I mean, I don't care. Like you could do other characters. I just put in the okay about the rest. Yeah, okay, I agree. Like I said, no one could do Neo Clone. You could do narrators. You know, I'll do a little quick ranking with the narrators. My favorite one is Michael Brandon, only because I grew up. That was my childhood when Michael Brandon did when it was narrating Thomas. I think he was a really good narrator, and when he voices the characters was really good. So that's why I put Michael Brandon as number one because he was my childhood, and also he did a good job with the narrating and the voices. Number two is George Carlin. Like I said, he was George Carlin was my childhood. Good job of voicing and narrating, and really good as Mr. Conductor in the Shining Time show. Number three is Ringo Starr. Like I said, childhood, great as Mr. Conductor, good narrating, and he's a legend. Ringo Starr's a legend. Ringo Starr, the Beatles member. I'm like, um, um. Now number four is Michelangelo's. Only because I don't watch a lot of episodes with Michelangelo's narrating. Michelangelo's did narrate some U.S. video episodes that I've seen. I think it was good. Oh yeah, Mr. Peace Michelangelo's, by the way. Rest in peace. Um, number four. No, I mean number five is Mark. Only because I'm not that crazy with him. He was fine, but eh. And last is Thomas. Thomas is bad because only because why would you let Thomas be the narrator? I mean, why? Come on. Oh, I forgot Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, I forgot about Pierce Brosnan. I love Pierce Brosnan. He did a great job in Great Discovery. Pierce Brosnan. He was a funny narrator, and he did a good job. Like anytime he narrates and how he brings that it's like into an exciting moment of how when something bad's happening or when something good's happening. Like he did a really good job with it. Not crazy about his voices, I did like Satam Hat's voice, but not crazy with the other engines. Oh, Alec Baldwin. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try again. Number one, Michael Brandon. Number two, George Carlin. Number three, Ringo Starr. Number four, Pierce Brosnan. Number five, Alec Baldwin. Because Alec Baldwin, I loved him as Mr. Conductor in the Metro Railroad. I liked his narrating was good. The voices were man. I love the Topham Hatt's voice. I liked Cranky's voice. Um and that's it. And then six is Michelangelo's because I'll explain why. Um, then Mark Morhan, and then the number one worst is Thomas. Only because it's stupid for Thomas to narrate about him or about his friends. I prefer having someone else do it instead of just having a Thomas character narrate. And so yeah, that's my little quick list of the narrators. So so like I said, tell me your opinion in the chat. I really want to say. I grew up with Michael Brandon and George Carlin. Okay. What was your opinion about Carnal Engines? Carnal Engines, it was a decent special. I mean, that was my childhood. I don't like Diesel 10, and I didn't like Diesel 10 in that movie. I didn't like how he just agreed to help Thomas to be really useful because Diesel 10 doesn't care about being really useful. That's not what the Metro Road Diesel 10 would do. But I did like how they brought back Lady in it. I'm not crazy with Thomas's character because Thomas was kind of a jerk in that one. But I would say it was a decent special. I'm not crazy with with those learning segments. Not crazy about it. I love the songs, but I would give Carnal Engines a 7.5 out of 10. So that's my opinion. Here are all my favorite voices of the Steam team, narrators included. Okay, let's go. Can't wait to see it. Personally, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I beat it with the TV, DVD with the belt in September. All right, like no worries. If you hate it, that's fine. That's your opinion. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I think it was decent. I mean, not great. It's but it's fine, I guess. You beat the DVD with a belt. You know what? I'll be right back. So wait, Spider Fan. Spider Fan. When you hold on, I still have the DVD. When you beat it when you beat it with a belt, so when you beat it with a belt, was it destroyed? Was it damaged? Was the DVD destroyed, or is it still in perfect conditions? Or is it destroyed? Is it like gone? No. So it's not destroyed. It's fine, right? Is it destroyed or is it fine? The case was a little broken, but by much. Okay, the case was broken, but the DVD is still okay, right? I mean, the case won't. By that I mean the case won't shut. Okay, all right. Um, yeah, I mean this film was yes, DVD works still. Okay, so because usually when people when they hate movies, usually when I break when they do it, they hit it like they destroy it with something and it's completely destroyed. So that's why I'm asking you. Uh, I would. I mean, I still watch it, but not as much as I watch this movie. Boom. I don't watch this movie as I watch with this movie. The best Thomas movie, in my opinion. Is it here it is. That's it. So, me and Kale have actually completely destroying it before. Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna destroy it. I'm just gonna keep it, maybe put it in my collection. I still watch it, but not like as much as I watched this movie. But I don't know. Train fan, you still doing your list? Just asking. Um, I think if you haven't seen my Blu-ray or movie review with the Magic Railroad, please check it out. It's actually like one of those. It's actually one of my biggest videos. I honestly I never cared about for Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Okay, I mean that's fine. That's fine. It's your opinion. I'm fine with it. But here's what to say. Look at this. We have the DVD and the Blu-ray. I think that I love the Blu-ray. Yeah, I like the Blu-ray better because it's nice and has that golden color like gold does, and I love it. I love the DVD, but the Blu-ray one's like better. I love the color. Um. All right, so let's see. Like Spider-Man, like Spider-Fan, like tell me, like what do you think of? I mean, you did tell me about the other voices that you like, about Gordon's voice or Edward's voice or whatever. Like, tell me, what do you think of Emily's voice? What do you think of Toby's? What do you think of Percy's or Dieselton's? One, I know you said you like Neil Crone, but like, I mean, tell me, what do you think, Spider-Fan? What do you think of Tom Hanks' voice? What do you think of Dieselton? Well, not. Or what do you think of the narrators, or what do you think of the other characters that I never mentioned? Toby Magic Railroad, UK and US. So that's your list. So you give Toby Mag number one, UK for good, and US in the last. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Anything else going? I'm just gonna be checking my channel. For those of you who don't know, I yesterday I uploaded a new video of my it's a new it's a I did I'm doing another series for my channel. It's called Story Time with Aaron Williams. It could be it is for kids, but but it's actually mostly for older fans. So if you check my channel, episode one is out. Okay, I'm just gonna be checking my channel to see how it's going. Percy UK now, UK 2009, US now, Michelangelo's US 2009, and Linda. Okay, all right, that's fine. All right. Mhm. Let's see. All right. All right, that's Percy. Have you ever seen any of my Matt Legos videos? I think I have. I think I saw you. Which one was it? I well, I'm trying. I'm looking in. I think I saw your. I did see your Lego your Ninjago leg legacy review. Yeah, was it called Samurai Mech? Yeah, it was that one. My favorite Thomas voices are George Carlin and Joseph May. Okay. Yeah, I think George Carlin did a good job with Thomas. All right. All right. Still fine. My favorite ever voice is George Carlin and William Hope. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you like a lot of George Carlin's voices. Oh, Train Fan. If you haven't seen my Magic World video, part 10 is out. The finale. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna wait. My favorite Henry voices are Carrie Shell and Keith Wickham. Okay, all right. So, in Train Fan, if you haven't seen my Magic Railroad um remake videos, it is done. Part 10 is out. If you haven't seen it, you feel free to go check it. It is a good finale. It's a little sad because it's mostly for me since I'm no longer gonna do any Magic Road remake videos. I mean, since it's the end of the Magic Road remakes. My favorite Gorin voices are Keith Wickham and Michael Angelis. All right, okay. Okay. I think this has to be like one of the biggest live streams with a lot of people with more people joining in the chat. We got Train Fan and we got Mr. Mind Blocks. Well, we don't know if he's gonna when he's gonna come back. And we have Spider Fan. So it's actually really cool to finally have a little more people coming to the chat. I'll check out part 10 after the stream. All right, like feel free. I mean, mm. And then if you haven't seen the trailer, my Matchville remake trailer, it's gonna be the full movie with all the parts together. It's gonna be coming out on December 27th. If you haven't seen the trailer. Okay. My favorite James voices are George Carlin and Rob Backstraw. Okay. Yeah, George Carlin did a great job. I think James is actually the best voices that George Carlin has done. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna try not to make this live stream so boring. So I'm just looking at the chat. My favorite pussy voices are George Carlin, Christopher Ragland. Yeah, that's the current U.S. voice of James, and Linda. Okay, so that's three. Mhm. Do you like adult animation like The Simpsons and Family Guy? I don't. I do not watch Family Guy and The Simpsons. I'm sorry. I just don't. Maybe I'll watch them when I get older, but yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't watch adult animation. I mean, I'm sorry about that. I kind of watch The Simpsons, but I'm just not like maybe when I'm an adult, I'm pretty sure I'll start watching Family Guy and The Simpsons, but not now. Mhm. Oh. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. I think later on, I think during this week, I think I'll do I think I'll do 3 videos. I'll do my 2 regular videos. I started watching them when I was like 7. Okay. Oh wow, 7. All right. So come on. So next week, um, there'll be 2 regular videos. The one will be the regular Thomas Christmas short, as I like the a little Christmas short like I do with the Thanksgiving video and the Halloween video. And then the next one, I think I'll do a Grinch. I disobeyed my parents a lot. Well, I mean, like, I don't want to, I don't say. Oh, wait. My favorite Toby voices are George Carlin, William Hope, and Cole. Okay. So, like, let me guess. I'm pretty sure George Carlin did a great job with every single voice, right, Train fan? So, because you're putting George Carlin in every single, well, you didn't put Gordon in, but mostly you put George Carlin. And so I'm pretty sure you added George Carlin in a lot of it. You like George Carlin in a lot of voices. You know, I wonder what it would be like if George Carlin or Ringo Starr or Alec Baldwin. I wonder how they would voice Diesel 10. That's what I want to think. I see them voice Diesel, but I wonder what Diesel 10 would be. That I'm interested in. I wonder how they would do. I mean, not as good as Neil Crone, but I'm like, how would they? How would they do it? Right. Let's see. All right, nothing has popped up yet. See. Oh yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, during next week, I'll be doing 2 videos. One is a one I'll be ranking the Grinch films and voices. So next week I'll be doing that. And then the second one will be my Thomas Christmas short. And then I think and like I always do during the weekends, I'm gonna be doing I think my live stream. Well, yeah, a live stream, and hopefully I'll think of maybe I'll do a live stream. Right. My favorite Emily voices are okay. Oh, you okay? All right, all right. So all right, so with Emily, all right. So you like so it's an opposite. You chose Teresa, and you put Jules last. Okay. So you kind of like switch them together. Like I like Jules, you like Teresa. All right. Yeah, because like, hold on, I was asking you guys something. How would you think that? How would you think that Ringo Starr, George Carlin, or Alec Baldwin? How would you think that? How do you think they would do if they voiced Diesel 10? Like if Diesel 10 was like if Diesel 10 appeared in an episode of like with Ringo Starr or George Carlin or Alec Baldwin, or like how would you think they would do it? I'm interested. I mean, not as good as Neil Crone, but I'm interested. No, I just put them in order for the of the wiki. Oh, okay. So it's just a list. Okay, I thought like when you put Tim Scout, so you just put them in order. All right. So it's not like a ranking. So all right. So they're both good. Jules. All right. Okay. So you like Jules better. All right. I'm just asking. Right. All right. Okay. I want to show you guys how I edit my videos. I use a I use hold on. Got okay. I don't know if you can see it, but hold on. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it all the way down. You can see it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. It's called Viva Video. So this is where I edit my videos. I'll show you. Like here's one of my projects. Here's the Let me look for one. Here's my little project of the Magic Railroad part 10. So this is something I want to show you. So like that's where I edit my videos. Nice. Yep, it is. Thank you. It's actually kind of frustrating because I'm using fingers to edit my videos, and it's a little frustrating because these buttons like that like if there's like you have to a clip button or whatever, it's my fingers are a little bigger, a little big, and it's hard to and sometimes it's a pain. I mean, I like it. It's a little. I mean, it's fun, but a pain. So maybe someday when I finally get like an official computer, I can have a better editing thing. So, all right, let's see what's going on. All right, so uh, well, I don't know. If I don't know. If this is the longest chat I've ever been. Like this is like the longest stream I've ever done. Well, let me check out. Let me check out my other streams. Like, how long were they? Live streams. All right. So. Oh wow. So yeah, this has to be the longest live stream I've ever done. Seriously. All right. Let's see. Nope, nothing new. That's nothing new yet. So. All right. Let's see. I'm just checking out my videos to see how they are. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back. All right. Still nothing new. Um. Um. You know what? I'm gonna try not to make this live stream boring. So hold on. I think I was gonna say something else before I started this stream. So what else I was gonna talk about? I think what? All right. For you know what? Train fan, are you done with your voice your list, or are you still doing that? Maybe next time when I do a stream, I should do like a gaming stream, like on look at the chat, play a game. But like how Stitch does his streams or whatever. But I don't seem to have that good technology. Oh, you're done. Okay. So you know what? Since I'm gonna end this right here, since I have nothing to say and I've said everything I have to say. I did. All right, so you're done. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna end it right here in this ranking. So yeah, that was my ranking of the Thomas voices and the narrators. Mm, yeah. So yeah, that's it. So Mr. Mindbox then isn't back, so that's fine. That's fine. So hope hopefully my next live stream is not as boring. So hope you two, Spider Fan, Train Fan, 2006. Hope you two have a great day and be really useful.